Hi everyone, it's Hassan, co-founder and CEO of TODAQ Micro, and today we're going to go through a preview demo reel, a whole number of weeks, about 6 or 7 ahead of our official launch at the end of this quarter, and you're going to see just a few of the things that the TAPP micropayments solution can do in terms of capabilities and customer experience on the front end. No hyperbole. This has never been possible in the entire 32-year history of the web, and there's been over 100 attempts to do what I'm just about to show you. So as an example, if I wanted to make micropayments for publishing, books, reports, articles, newspapers, there's an endless list of content, and how do you get at it and pay for it and monetize it without getting locked into a subscription, which pretty much wipes out access to 98% of the market. Here we have a book on Bitcoin called The Coinmen, written by a skeptic, it appears. And maybe I don't want the whole book and just want to see a particular chapter because I'm interested in the regulation. So I'm like, yeah, I'll pay 32 cents. It immediately picks up my wallet. I have some money in it, $3.38. You see there's an extra decimal point there because we can go down to a tenth of a penny. We can go down much more. We just didn't find a lot of immediate value in use cases for the customers that were in front of us at this point. If that shows up later, then we'll fractionate further. So all I did is click. It's going to split out the 32 cents, send it across to the other side, and the node that's in front of that content verifies I had the 32 cents. It got paid, just like a software vending machine. And bang, now I have my chapter on regulation with crypto and with Bitcoins, like magic. Let's try something else. So in this case, we have a group called Free the Creator, which is creators banding together in order to adopt micropayments and push platforms to adopt micropayments so that they can get paid. Do you know there's like 180 million creators? A majority of them have between 10,000 to a few million subscribers. And even the ones that are in the hundreds of thousands or low millions of followers or subscribers, they can't make a basic living because of the monetization structures. With subscription, they get paid very little, they get paid late, they have very little recourse or transparency. So this is a great thing for them. And we have a forum where creators and fans and platforms can join the movement. And what's interesting here is that rather than a micro paywall, can actually go fill out the form ahead of time and then pay afterwards in order to join the movement. So let's say I say, great, I'm a fan, I love music. And well, for website, it is TODAQ, of course. Now here it just says join the movement. Turns out that with the TAPP micropay solution, you can turn any element into a website, into a micropayable experience. It doesn't even need to look like a payment button. It could be an image, it could be a video. You tailor it, your color, your style, your shape, your message. It doesn't matter. That's never really been seen much in the payments world. So let's click on join the movement and then kaboom. Now again, it's going to cost me about 50 cents. In order to join and have my membership, and those funds will go over for the petition to the platforms. I'm happy to contribute that, so let's give them their 50 cents. Again, same process happening between the nodes, and we are done. Success. And later on, we'll see the records that I have. But what about more complicated formats? What about video? What about video where you want to watch a bit of it, like a movie or a show, or a podcast, whatever it happens to be, and then the micropayment experience comes up later, so you have a sense to decide whether you want to see the rest of it. Let's give this a shot. So here is a micropayment demo.
Hey, welcome.
Let's hear what he has to say.
And I run a entrepreneurial streaming video website.
Sounds cool.
By paying 25 cents after this 30-second intro, you'll be able to watch the rest of the video. This is a demo video, so there isn't much more beyond that. It is meant to be a demo for the micropayments of 25 cents. and it goes to help towards...
Interesting. 30 seconds in, he configured it, so now it is 25 cents to go watch the rest of the video. I'm an entrepreneur, I want to learn, let's do it. So I click.
Paying
It's
for
done.
my hosting as
And the
well
video
as
kept going.
any of the other
Cool.
services that I use. So thank you so much. Hopefully this was a good demo, and I hope to see you watching the streams and engaging with the content. I'll be building startups from scratch and exploring different things, and hopefully you'll learn some stuff. I'll definitely be learning some stuff, but it'll be interesting, and I'll show everything and anything in between, creating companies, building products, whether it's software or hardware or physical spaces or physical products, and we'll go through the process together, and let's see what we can come up with. Thank you so much, and again, my name is Miho. Please enjoy these videos. Bye.
Thank you, Miho. This is really cool. So as you can see, it doesn't matter. Education videos, training videos, entertainment, movies, short format, it doesn't matter. It can all get monetized with a click. And again, you can get to the long tail of the customers who just want to watch that one thing. Or maybe they can't afford a locked-in subscription. Let's see what else we can do. Oh, this one is interesting. So how do we build our wait list of customers? We've got over 100 right now. Well, it turns out that we did the standard thing of fill out a form, and if you're interested in the product, come and join it, but we threw a micro paywall in front of it. And it's 25 cents. So why would we do that? Well, it means that someone who's really interested can try out the product even when they join the waitlist, and it's a really good way of getting rid of spam. Imagine if you had a tenth of a penny paywall in front of content in order or services in order to remove spam or bots. It's not going to stop the human. I'd pay a tenth of a penny in order to get genuine content that maybe is free, but the bots, the AI scraping bots, all of them, that is going to stop them. Pretty interesting, as well as applications for email. But let's go join the waitlist. We have a micro paywall, and I'm like, yeah, I'll pay 25 cents because I want to add myself to the waitlist. And the payment went across. And I like this. John Smith, Chief Product Officer of ACME Corp. It's a very well-known company. And John likes all the micropayments. That's right. Let's submit that. Wonderful. Success. There's a question. So people have been trying to do micropayments for 30 years. Over 100 attempts. They all failed until we showed up. Because you needed to solve it so that it was super convenient, one click no matter where you go on the front end. So the abandonment and the pain and the friction, all that is gone. You need to give control to the retail micropayer or the consumer or the business micropayer. So they have control of the funds, just like the coins in your pocket. And you can decide what vending machine do you drop it into and push the coin. Think about it this way. You can charge up your Starbucks app and get coffee with Starbucks points. If you have a business, you can go to AWS and get cloud compute credits or get AI credits from ChatGPT, but you can't spend your Starbucks points on cloud compute or AI services, and you can't spend your AWS credits on coffee because the value is locked up inside those platforms, and you actually need to flip the control the other way. And the final thing you need to do to make payments like this work is you have to completely eliminate, for all practical purposes, the cost of payment processing. The interchange fees, the payment processing fees. Imagine you're trying to do a $25, $50, $75 plus, whatever it is, payment like that, and suddenly you have a 30 or 35 cent interchange and payment processing fee on top of that. It's not economical. So there needed to be a step change in technology in order to increase the efficiency by a factor of 10,000. And that was the trilemma that blocked micropayments for over 3 decades. Cost, control, convenience, and they all had to get solved beautifully. And you're seeing an example of that. But we're early. So let's say over the next few months, we're going to start. There'll be dozens, then hundreds, and then thousands of services and content that are micropayable. But where does the micropayer discover where they can micropay? Well, it turns out that even before we've launched, there's already a Kijiji for micropay. And it's called the node list. So you micropay to put your micropayable content and services there, and everyone who's providing micropayments is putting up the node list badge as a partner that's clickable. So it doesn't matter where you started your micropay journey. You can actually come over here as a first answer to immediately find all the other places where you can micropay. And starting customers is in everything from e-commerce to entertainment, healthcare, public services, tech, education, finance, media, sports, and more. So let's see what that looks like. Let's say I want it to post. Let's actually post as Miho today, just as an example, and that is education, and that will be Mihawk today, the best startup education. And let's say that is 25 cents video, and it is for entrepreneurs, tech, startups, and software. So we could upload an image. I can go here and drop that in, so we have an image there, and it's $1 for 100 days, so it's a penny a day. And it says post, so let's go make a micropayment. I have $2.06. I'm in the money. Let's do this. And it is done. So what will happen is, shortly there'll be a review, and that advertisement will be up. But what does it look like on the back end? So as an example, for every micropayment node for a piece of content or service that's up, on the back end what can happen is, and you're seeing one of the early portals, is the business owners got an ability to dive into that and look at in detail at what's going on with all the transactions. The date, sender, receiver, what the amounts were, remaining balance, the kind of asset, and the type of transaction. And these are all exportable in CSV or spreadsheet format, so it can go into accounting systems or for financial reporting in JSON format, so it can plug into other product or other kind of systems for developers, or as an actual unique portable TODA file bearer asset that can actually be verified. What does verification mean? Let's take a look at that. So here's an open source verifier, and we're working with banks and global cloud companies who are going to be releasing their own versions of these. What it means is that if you're going to do payments with assets, and you're going to have transaction records and everything else that are in this new TODA file format, it allows you to have instant digital trust for free with a drag and drop as easy as the one-click micropayment itself. So inside that node, there's a whole bunch, just like digital coins or bills, there's a whole bunch of these 25 cents, 50 cent kind of payments. And maybe those are sent to a bank in order to get the funds wired to their own bank account. And it's like, well, were these funds, are they valid? Who issued them? Where did they come from? So in this case, let's take a look. We'll grab an example TODA file. So what you're seeing here is this one is actually a valid TDN, which is actually the monetary prepaid or e-gift card in US dollar denominated TODA file. So if I drop it in there, it's going to check it, it'll assess it, and immediately do a local assessment of the internal cryptographic structure, knows its validity, what the amount is, and all the terms and conditions of this particular node are already packed inside, and you know that the whole thing is legit and honest. So we could do the same thing for something that is not valid and try it, and it will immediately come back and report that there is some kind of verification or validity error with this particular asset. But it is very, very fast, and all of this verification can be done locally. And this is how we extend trust for free instantly with one drag and drop. And if you're wondering, what exactly is this TODAQ file? Is it a blockchain? No. Is it crypto? No. Is it tokenization? Not really. Think about something that is a few generations past tokenization. Let's try doing the same thing again. So I'm going to take this valid file, and this is a much more infrastructure, deep tech level cryptographic inspector. And if I drop it in, now I can look at my file. And what you are seeing here is the internal cryptographic structure of the file, with probably around, usually there's about 15,000 odd tokens that are inside this thing. And each one of these internal nodes is part of a larger graph structure, and it's showing you what's inside it. So think of that as an entire cryptographic wrapping envelope around the cargo, which is about the issuer, the unique quantity, the terms and conditions, in order to protect the integrity of it. So it can bounce from system to system to system, device to device to device, just like a physical coin or a paper bill would. There's also some very cool things coming out next month with healthcare as well as with AI. Let's take a look at some of the coming soon pieces. So here's an example, is a healthcare site with an AI avatar.
Hi there, I'm Claudia. Do you want to learn more about long COVID? Ask me a question using text, audio, or just select one of the frequently asked questions to get started.
So what's cool here is now there's a front-end CRM and chatbot, which is an avatar. You can converse with it, video chat immediately with voice or with text if you just want to type in text. And it will answer questions about this particular platform or business products or services. Well, what we're doing is we're integrating into a bunch of AI systems so that you can have conversational checkout. So imagine in this case you wanted a particular health product or a diagnosis. You could ask for that. And inside the text chat, what would pop
Long
up...
COVID, officially known as post-acute sequelae of SARS-CoV-2 infection, is a term used to describe a set of symptoms that continue or emerge after the initial recovery from COVID-19. These symptoms persist for weeks or months and can vary widely in their severity and impact, affecting different systems of the body.
Yeah, so now you've got a realistic AI avatar that will talk to you, answer your questions about the product or service, and when combined with TAPP micropayments, you can do conversational checkout. You can ask for a specific product or service. It will pop up inside the text bar over here, and you tap and pay for it. The first applications we're doing that with is with healthcare, education, as well as entertainment and publishing. Think about all the platforms with massive archives of videos or published works. And you go and you talk to the AI front-end avatar, and you say, hey, thank you, Mr. Newspaper. I would like all the articles on the Globe and Mail from your archive from October 25th, 1987. And a few seconds later, those articles pop up, and the ones you want, you go tap, 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 you get them right away. Almost like walking into your physical library and asking the librarian who goes to the stacks and brings them back and gives them to you. And that takes the moment of emotional purchase decision and the actual ability to transact, and it combines it into exactly the same time, place, and instance. Instead of, if you think of most digital transactions, the content or service you want is over here. And then you go somewhere else in order to transact and build up a cart and go through a whole number of steps. All that is gone. with micropayments. And it's not just for things like healthcare or digital things. Here's one that we're going to be rolling out, which is for food, steak. Let's go talk to Mr.
Hello
Steak.
There. Welcome to the sizzling world of Mr. Steak, your buddy who's all about the thrill of the grill. As a meat lover and grill master extraordinaire, I'm here to spice up our conversations with a dash of humor and a sprinkle of adventure. Whether it's sharing juicy tips on BBQ techniques, exploring the great outdoors, or simply having a hearty chat, I'm your go-to for all things fun and flavorful. So, fire up your questions.
What's cool here is you can immediately tell a steak is not a micropayment. Well, it turns out that both the technology and the product we created is a general payment technology. We just picked micropayments because it was a great greenfield space to go into that only we could do in this way. Over half of our customers that have come to us are already looking at the TAPP micropayments to use not just for the micropayment level what they do, but for everything. And as of today, we've had the first 2 that have made the decision to convert all of their payments onto TAPP, rather than doing the other way where you have more fees, it's slower, worse customer experience, less trust, etc. And there's also a number of other neat meat and potatoes things. So as an example, on the healthcare side, now we're seeing a portal where people who, from the clinic, the pharmacy, care home, their own home where they have the wearable, have all of their readings and electronic health records. In this case, heart rate, blood pressure, heart rate variability is the 3 main things a doctor wants to look at to do with high blood pressure and hypertension related issues. All the detailed data can get picked up. And what's coming out with this particular customer is for all of these kind of services and data, you'll be able to, as a customer, tailor or configure exactly the electronic health record you need and hit a button, pay a few cents for it, and boom, you have your own private, verifiable electronic health record. So the applications of this, of a standard product that can do a lot, it's basically a plug-and-play software vending machine with a ton of features that are self-configurable, and it works. Everything from books and publishing to videos to education to healthcare to AI. It's going to be an exciting time. We're launching on the 31st of March. We'd love to have you as part of this journey. Thank you. One other thing that TAPP Micropayments does is everyone automatically has their own updated, verifiable, and portable records. So for the micropayer, they automatically get all their receipts with details. And here they are. So we can see, here's the receipt when I purchased the Quinlan chapter on regulation. Here's the receipt in order to join the wait list. Here's the receipt to pay for the video. There's the receipt for the node list, etc. So everyone gets their own automatic portable records, and on the micropayer side, we're also bringing in features where, just like on the business end, you can download the spreadsheet or in other file formats that are useful to you, all the records you need.